Master Detective Archives Raincoat. So, what did I think of the game? So this game was released for the Nintendo Switch, and it's made by the same developers that made I can never pronounce this um Dan Dan Rampa. I think that's the way it's pronounced. Anyway, so this game does draw elements from that series. So basically, what this game is, so you're a detective in training. You get sent out to a town called Conner Wood, which is isolated and basically, because you can imagine the town is fully corrupt. And so basically, what you're doing is, with of course, you meet other detectives. You're trying to find the truth of the town by solving murder cases. So the way the game is structured, so basically every chapter in the game is one murder case you need to solve. So one mystery you need to solve. So I'll give you an idea. So basically, every time you start a chapter, you get your opening cutscene and whatever. Then after that, you get to roam around Karnai World, right, where you can do side missions, and you can also collect these orb things where you can open extra scenes with your friends, your detective friends, so you can expand or not, I won't say the story arc, but you can expand extra scenes with them. You can watch where you can get to know more about them. Actually, the side missions in this game are very interesting because throughout this whole game, you get to make choices, right? Now, in the main missions, the choices you make just change dialogue that I could tell, right? But in the side missions, when you make a choice, it can affect the outcome of that side mission. That's something I noticed. Actually, because they're like that, the side missions are very fun to do in this game. They're very fun. Like, to be honest, this game is really fun to play. So anyway, as you progress through the chapter, eventually there's gonna be some form of murder case, right? But so basically you're gonna find that you're gonna stumble across a crime scene or however it happens. So basically, when you go into the crime scene, you have to figure out what happened. So basically you're gathering clues, right? Actually, speaking about gathering clues, I completely forgot to mention something. So the main character, his name is Yuma, right? So basically, I won't spoil why this happens, but basically, you're tied to a death guard, right? Her name is Shinigami, right? So basically, Shinigami helps you keep track of all the clues that you gather from the crime scene, right? So after you're done with the crime scene, eventually you get thrown into a mystery labyrinth, which is basically a dungeon, right? And now in this dungeon, you're supposed to figure out exactly what happened. You're basically trying through the inner dungeon, you're trying to find out the truth of what actually happened. So the way the mystery labyrinth works is, so basically it's a set kind of like it's a set of mini games, right? Where sometimes you gotta answer a question, or um, sometimes you have to do these quick time events and figure out like what um what the answers are in a sense, right? And there's like a combat system, right? Now the combat system, the way it works is it's similar to, like I mentioned, the previous series that they did. So basically, what it is, the enemy will throw out statements at you, right? And you're supposed to use your clues to counter the statements that they make. So if they say something wrong or it's a false statement, you can just you slash it with your sword, and you can counter that statement, right? Actually, when I was going through the game, right, I thought eventually the mystery labyrinth was gonna become repetitive, so I was kind of worried about that. But to be honest with you, I don't know how the game developers did it, but basically the mystery labs, even though it kind of uses the same formula with the mini games, it didn't really feel repetitive to me at all. I don't know if you guys are the same, but for me, it didn't feel repetitive at all. I had fun playing through this game, to be honest with you. Anyway, so basically, when you get through the whole mystery labyrinth, so basically you find who the culprit actually was. So you in the whole at the end of it, the whole truth is revealed, right? And the way it's done, it's kind of like you got that, like that, like a comic book or a manga. Kind of you got to fit the pieces together and stuff like that. I'm not gonna spoil what else happens, but I'll leave it like as that. I'll leave it as that. So as you solve cases, there is an overall story, right, behind this, right? And to be honest with you, the story is quite interesting. Now, I don't want to spoil the story in this because, to be honest with you, if you want to play this game, you can't be spoiled because this game, it's since it's a mystery game, it's how can I say? You need to experience the twists and turns and the reveals of the story. You have to experience that for yourself because, like I mentioned, it is a mystery game. So with any story that's based on mystery and you gotta experience the reveals as a story as you go on with the story as you keep like especially with this game, like as you play the game you need to experience the reveals of the game, the reveals, the twists and turns, you have to experience that, right? So if I were you and you haven't played this game, don't watch any spoilers. Don't watch your friends play it. Just experience the game for yourself. Once you beat the game, then you can watch your friends or whatever. You need to experience this game. You need to experience the game's story without getting spoiled. That's what I'm trying to say. So, do I recommend this? Yes, especially if you're into mystery, like mystery stories and interesting reveals and stuff. You're gonna really enjoy playing this game. I love this game. I loved it. I really hope also they turn this into a series. Hopefully it spans sequels because I really enjoyed this. So that's it for my review. It was a little bit of a hard game to review since it is a very heavy story based game, and also like I mentioned before, like yeah, I don't want to spoil anything because, like I said, you have to experience this story for yourself. You gotta experience the reveals, the mystery itself, to get the full experience. You gotta get the full experience by going through the story. So, anyway, that's it for me. Hopefully, I didn't forget any, if hopefully I didn't forget to mention anything. But yeah, let me know what you thought about the game, and thank you for watching.